Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the farm. Just shut this noisy thing off so I can talk to you a bit easier. There, that's better. That's fully mixed now anyway. So we just need to get that into the cow enclosure. Start emptying that out. There we go. Keep the cows going for another week. So, yeah. They seem hungry. Hello, cow. So, while that's unloading, I've nearly cleared all the silage out of the far side now. There's a tiny bit still in there and a tiny bit that's gone through the wall. Oh, excuse me. A tiny bit still in there and a tiny bit that's gone through the wall that we'll have to tidy up with a shovel or something. But otherwise it's looking good. Not a bad day today. Pretty nice weather-wise. Right, so that's another mix done for the cows. Actually, I might as well unhook this here. No harm in that. And as this is running, we'll use this to go top up the water as well. Alright, let's go get the Bowser filled up. Then we can bring it back to the cow trough. Ah yes, I did park that in the way. So, got some quite cool things going on today. Let's just I'll get this filling up while I'm telling you. So yeah, we've actually got Abby coming to help us out with the cultivating a little bit today. When I say help us out, I mean join us, maybe learn a bit about farming, which is quite cool. She's certainly feeling much better now than when she came back from hospital. Now, the worrying thing I've gone on today is that my dad said this morning that he wanted to have a word with me tonight about something, which sounds ominous, and he was being a bit cagey, so I don't know what that's all about. So, a little bit worried about that. I might have been a bit ambitious in the idea of reversing this all the way back. But let's give it a go, see what happens. Yeah, I'm really worried about what Dad's going to say. I've got a feeling it's going to be like about how little I've used the golf, to be perfectly honest. I mean, the Golf is a fantastic car. I just don't know that it's for me. It is what I always wanted. But now that I've actually got one and driven it, it's probably a little bit too sporty, with low profile tyres and everything. So we'll have to see. Right, let's get this unloaded. There we go then. Another full trough. I'll get all this unhooked and then... Actually, I don't need to get it unhooked. I might as well leave it all hooked up. Just switch it off. Because we're not using the Fent... we're not using the Fent for cultivating. We're using the John Deere. So, I'm going to head round and finish off the small field. In fact, what I'm going to do, before I do anything else, is put the JCB away. Know how Gavin feels about this. So, yeah, harvester-wise, I've had Gavin's blessing now to, we've had Gavin's blessing to get the harvester upgraded. Probably going to start looking at that once all the seeds are in the ground, because we've got a lot of work to do before we can even think about harvesting. A lot of work to do. So once we get around to that time of year where we need to start maybe spraying and things like that, we'll start looking at harvesters, seeing what we've got in the way of bank account and what that will cover. And we'll go from there. I'm hoping for a fairly nice one, even if it's just sort of rented, really, I suppose. Anyway. Get the John Deere warmed up. Right. I'll get all this warmed up and checked over. And then we'll go and get that small field finished. There we go then, last strip of the field. Looking really good. We'll get that lifted up and folded. There we go. So yeah, pretty pleased with that field. Nice and easy when it's not so wet. Yeah, really good. We do need to get on with some seeding as well. I mean, to be honest... Oh, let me have a look at my plan. I've forgotten what it said. Ah, here we are. Yes. Right then. So I've been looking at the planting chart. Gavin's got a planting chart, and we need to get the wheat in before the end of this month. So that's going to be the rush. And that's the big field. That's Owen's big field. Yeah, I think it might be worth... I want to say leaving the cultivating for today. I know the cultivator's got to be back next time. But if we get the seeding done this afternoon, we can use Owen's seeder. Yeah, tell you what, let's get this backed up here. We'll get it all cleaned up, and then we'll take the Fent over, check out Owen's seeder, and I think we need to get that wheat in the ground today. I think Abby will have to join us for that. Right, I'll get all this cleaned off and then we'll catch up. Alright, there we go. Nice and clean. And that could stay there for a bit. So, first thing I need to do then is get over to Owen's farm and check out that seeder. Make sure that it's in all good working order and we've got wheat seed in it. He said he's got all the seed we need over there, so it's not a problem. So it's just a case of checking it out, making sure it's all working. So we'll head over there now and take a look. Be nice to use the Fent again. I haven't used it in a while. Been using that John Deere. Actually, I'm not sure what the horsepower difference... Oh, there's a car coming. not sure what the horsepower difference is between the Fendt and the John Deere. I think the John Deere has a little bit more, but yeah, not sure at all. Okay, so that's the field we've got to do. That's quite a huge field actually for a small seeder. Let's go and have a look at it, see what we think. So yeah, we're against the clock on a lot of things. The cultivator's got to be back at the end of the month, having paid that £500 fine. Don't want to have to do that again. And the wheat's got to be in by the end of the month as well. Right, seeder should just be in this shed here. Ah, there it is. Good. Right, that's back in, ready to hook up to it. Oof. Tight through that gap. Right, I'm going to check it over. He's got plenty of wheat seed here. Right, let's have a look. Nothing in it at the minute. That rhymed, sort of. Okay, well, this'll have to do, I guess. We haven't got any other option for seeding. Right, I'll get all this hooked up and ready to go, and then we'll see what time it is. Right, there it is, all set up, full of seed. It's actually a little bit wider than the tractor, which is nice, though it's still going to take us a long time. I've got to do this field here in wheat, so that's what we've got to do next. Anyway, I didn't even check the time. Really ought to get myself a watch. 10:10, right, okay. So, well, it's worth making a start. Might as well get stuck in and start doing some rows anyway. Like I said, after lunch we've got Abby here as well. And I have a tractor without a spare seat. So she'll have to purchase, well, perch somewhere. Not purchase. She'll have to perch somewhere. Still quite muddy in the gateways here. Got a feeling that just sits all year round just on the water table. Right, well, we'll start going across up at the top and get this wheat seed in the ground. See you in a bit. Okay, well, we're doing alright. I reckon that's over half the field done, and it's only 12 o'clock. But we are getting low on seed. I did just get out and check, and I think that we ought to refill after this row, actually. There we go. Get it lifted up. Trying to drive on the sowed crop as little as possible. That's why I've left the headland around the edge, because the headland will do last. That gives us... Oh, hit the tree. Gives us space to turn. At the end of each row. And then we can do the headland last. Which will work out, I think. That's looking good. Our first drilled field. Pretty amazing. But yeah, it seems like a good spot to stop for lunch. It's good to think that this field here is going to be sunflowers. It's going to be really good. It's going to get extremely busy with the planting and the seeding. We've just got to make sure we get this and the cultivating done by the end of the month. Right, what do I want to do? We don't have his wheel loader anymore, so it's best, I think, if I probably reverse into that shed to get it refilled with seed. If we come through here... Am I clear of the gate? There, now I'm clear of the gate. We'll just hop out and close the gate. And then we'll be able to back into the... there we go. We'll be able to back into the shed a bit easier. Much easier. Much easier. Right, I'll get this filled up. We'll leave it here and wander out for some lunch. And then, hopefully, it'll be, Abby will be arriving. Well, boy, you've not forgot about that cultivating, have you? That cultivator's got to be back next week. I don't want to be incurring any more fines. Well, the fine came out of the bank, the farm manager's account. So I've sorted that. Don't worry about it. Well, it is your account to look after, I suppose, but it's still my money at the end of the day, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is, Gavin. No, I haven't quite finished the cultivating. I'm hoping to get that done today. But I was having a look at your seeding plan, your chart, and it said we need to get the wheat seed in before the end of the month. So I thought maybe that would be a better use of the time today to get the wheat in. Why is it that late already? Well, these years flying by. I don't know where it's going. Yeah, you're right to do that, yes. Well, have some lunch. Isn't your Abby supposed to be coming up as well? Yeah, she should be here after lunch. Well, that'll be nice. You can get her into farming as well, then we'd have another one to help us. Are you looking to hire more people? Well, Owen and I were talking about it. It's a big farm now, isn't it? We got a lot of work to do. Yeah, we do. We have a lot of work to do. Who knows? If she's any good at it, I want to hire her too. Right, okay. Right, have some lunch. Hey, Abby.
Hi, Robert. I thought you were Gavin there for a minute. Not because you look alike, just because I thought we were at Gavin's house.
It is Gavin's house. Yeah, so, are you ready to go and help me out with a bit of farming?
Yeah, can't wait.
Hello, lass.
Hi, Gavin.
How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
Aye, not too bad. You'll come over to keep my boy in check.
Something like that, Gavin. I'll try for you.
Make sure that you do. He's been slacking off a bit recently.
Oh, dear. I hope that's not my fault.
Well, you did go and get yourself in a bit of a pickle, didn't you? So I kind of let him do it.
It's okay, it's not my fault. I had a bump on the head.
Yes, he told me. You feeling better?
I'm much better, thank you.
Good.
I'm really excited to have a go in a tractor.
Good. Well, you two go and get on with it then. I'm going back in. Come on then, Abby. Let's go and get in the tractor. Now, where am I going? I'm going the wrong way.
You okay, Robert?
Yes. I've just got confused because we were going to be doing some cultivating and we might end up still doing the cultivating later.
Sorry. What's cultivating?
We'll get onto that in a bit.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what. Let's have a walk down to Owen's farm or Owen's side. Oh, careful of the traffic. Have to just push into the hedges here, I'm afraid.
Yeah, don't want to end up back in hospital again, do I? Oh, that made me jump.
Yes, he's a bit. The traffic around here is a bit.
Busy?
I was going to use a less kind word.
Okay.
So what I've been doing before lunch, basically, while you've been with your ponies and doing your job, is I've been doing my job. And basically, this field that we've got over here, we've started putting wheat into it. So
Okay.
I've done nearly half the field on the way down.
I can only just see over that wall because I'm so short.
Well, let's go get in the tractor and then you can see it from there, shall we? Right, here we are. Now, before lunch, I did refill the seeder. It's all filled up with wheat seed. Shouldn't need any more for today. Should be about what we need.
Oh, you're gonna have to give me a bump.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll have to give you a hand up because you'll need to sit this side because the instrumentation panel's the other side.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Right. In you get.
Oh, God. It's really high up here.
Yeah, I'm afraid there isn't a seat. But
I'll have to sit on your lap then, Robert.
That's fine. Okay. Let's get the engine started. Right, let's head out towards the field.
Wow, this is cool.
You've never been in a tractor before?
No, I've never been in a tractor. My dad always used to go out and do bits on the farm when I was younger, but he would never let me get in.
Ah, okay. Well, now's your lucky chance. Today's your lucky day, I should say. Right, we're going to head through the yard then over to the field that we're putting the seed in.
How did you learn how to do all this, Robert?
I just sort of picked it up really from my time here. My dad used to work on heavy machineries before we moved over to the countryside, so I did a bit of driving of those. So they're all fairly similar. You just need
it's bumpy.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of mud. We do a bit of sinking here. I'm afraid. But yeah, I mean all the machines are fairly similar. You just have to find out where the controls are in each machine. That's all.
I suppose it's a bit like riding a horse. Once you know how to ride, you can pretty much ride anything. Yeah,
pretty much, I guess, except horses don't really have engines.
Gears.
What?
They don't have gears.
Or gears, yeah. Or gears. Right, so what we're going to do is, can you see the difference between the left and the right-hand side of the field here?
One's left and one's right.
I can see this is going to be a long lesson. But you can see the ridges over to the left here. That's where we've already sowed.
Okay.
And then the rest of the field from where we are over to the right there, that's all just been cultivated. So
what's the difference between it being sowed and being cultivated?
So when it's sown, then the
sowed.
seeds...
Sorry, I said sowed.
So when it's sown, the seeds are in the ground.
Okay.
And they're starting to grow. When it's cultivated, it's just basically mud. And it's waiting for seeds or something to be planted.
Okay.
But today we're going to be sowing wheat. Well, I've sown down to this point already. And we're going to carry on from here.
Okay, cool.
So if I lower the seeder down, there.
Oh, wow.
And then all we need to do is drive. And it'll start sowing the seed because it's all the gears in the seeder are working and it's doing everything as it needs to do it.
And this is what you do all day?
Well, yeah, I mean there's a lot of different jobs on the farm. This is what I'm doing today.
It's really cool.
Tomorrow I'll be finishing off the cultivating, the big field over on Gavin's side over there. And then and then yeah, we'll be getting more seed in the ground and potentially a planter, so we can start planting corn and sunflowers as well.
Do you do all this on your own, Robert?
Yes. I'm not really sure who did it before I came along, to be honest, because I mean Gavin was saying that he did, but he hasn't helped me once.
Oh. Just if you've merged the both farms like you said you have, like you're going to need some help.
Well, and that's what Gavin was saying earlier. Gavin and Owen have had a talk, and they said that we're going to need some help, and they were actually asking if you were interested in helping at all.
Oh, I wouldn't know what I was doing. I don't mind helping you out, Robert. It's just because I love you. I like you.
I like you too, Abba.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Right, let's get this field finished, and then we'll see what sort of time it is.
Will I cry? Will I leave behind broken and crumbled signs, hiding all my roads to you? Uh-oh. And if I fight, will I come to life, calling for all your light, giving all my heart to you? Uh-oh. And I've been falling, I've been lost, and I've been calling on my ghost. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home.
Oh no. It's hammering it down.
Yeah, it is. I didn't expect that. It wasn't in the forecast.
Does this make a difference?
Well, I mean, technically it does. I mean, we are sinking into the ground quite heavily now.
Yeah, I can feel that.
As long as we can still move, I don't think it's really necessarily a problem.
Oh gosh, can you imagine? We get stuck on my first outing in the tractor. Gavin would never forgive me.
He definitely probably blamed me, yeah. But we're going to try and get it all done. Because, yeah, I want to get it all done today. Because I've got plenty of other stuff I need to be doing, so...
I hope it's not a burden me being here, Robert.
No, it's not. No, you're alright. No, you're fine. Of course it's not. I'd love to be able to share this with you.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Good. Well, I suppose we better crack on, really. Hopefully we can get it done. Wow, it's really coming down heavy now, isn't it?
Gosh, I'm really getting drenched here, Robert.
Oh, jump back in the cab. Yeah, I mean, there we go.
It's quite cold as well.
Yeah, I mean, the tractor's got a heater. It's on. It should be fine.
It's okay. I'm tougher than I look.
Are you sure?
No.
I mean, I would hope so. You don't look very tough.
Thanks.
Well.
Survived a near-death experience, I did, you know.
I know. You got a bump on the head. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm just hoping that sowing that we've done since it started raining has gone into the ground okay.
What happens if it hasn't?
Well, the crop won't germinate as well. We should start... I mean, this is a fairly quick crop. It's spring wheat. We should maybe start to see it germinate in April, I would think. So, you know, another sort of 3 or 4 weeks. hopefully it'll start to germinate, and then we'll be able to come back and tell for sure, but there's not a lot we'll be able to do about it.
So we can say this is my field then that I did.
We could say that, yeah. Anyway, well, there's nothing more we can do today. I mean, we've got to try and reverse out of the gateway here. But now that this... Yep, sinking in there as well. Sloppy mud.
Oh dear.
And this field too. Always. Let's get on the hard standing. There we go. That's a bit harder. Right, you wait here. I'm just going to jump out and shut the gate.
Okay. Squeeze.
Alright, let's get the gate shut now that that's sewn. We shouldn't have to go in there until we start spraying, I don't think. There we go. Jump back in with Abby. There we are. Right then. So, yeah.
Hey, can I drive?
Probably not this time. Just because we're just going to put it away.
Okay.
It gets quite tight. Let's take this back over this whole setup, back over to Gavin's farm, because I think we'll probably be using it over that side soonish. Although having said that, the seed is over here. No, it's probably better if we leave it over here with the seed. Let's squeeze it through this
Oh,
gap.
look at the pigs.
Have you not seen the pigs
No.
before? Oh dear. Well, I'll tell you what. Because it's raining and there's not a lot else I can do today, you didn't have to get back to work today, did you?
Well, there's not much I can do in the rain either.
That's true. That's true. Well, let's say hello to the pigs. And then how about I take you out for dinner?
Oh, that sounds lovely, Robert.
Right. Let's get this shut down. Oh, my dad did want to talk to me. He said he had something to talk to me about. He sounded quite strange. So how about...
Oh, Robert, you're not taking me to go meet your dad, are you?
No, don't worry.
Oh, gosh.
No, what I was going to say was, why don't you head home?
What? Okay.
Maybe have a shower and get yourself all dried out.
You're going to take me to see the pigs first?
Yeah, we're going to go see the pigs. Let's go see the pigs now. Run under the cover. There we go. Yeah, here's the pigs.
Oh, look at them. Oh.
You like pigs?
I love all animals.
Oh, that's amazing news, because farms tend to have animals. And I tend to be on a farm. Yeah, they're happy. Very happy piggies.
Very squealy.
Yes, they are very squealy. So yes, what you head home, get yourself dried out, have a shower or something. I'm going to head home and talk to my dad, and then I'll swing by and pick you up.
Okay, that sounds
And we'll
great.
go for a nice meal. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Thank you for today, Robert. I've really enjoyed myself.
No worries. Right, we'll run back up to Gavin's farm, and then we'll go from there. Alright then, Dad. Alright, son. You wanted to talk to me? Yes, I did. So, I've kind of got my eye on a new Land Rover. Oh, really? That's great news. Yeah, it is. Now, the old one isn't worth very much. And I've noticed how you've been using, or not been using, your Golf since you got that tractor. Yes, Dad. Sorry about that. I know it was a gift from your mum, and no, it's all right. So what I was going to say was, is there any chance you'd want to swap your Golf for my Land Rover? And then you could have that, and it's more of a farm vehicle, isn't it? And then I can use your Golf to trade in to get some more money off the new Land Rover. Do you know what, Dad? That would be absolutely fantastic. I would absolutely love that. That would be brilliant. Obviously, though, you will let me drive the new Land Rover occasionally, won't you? Well, maybe, yeah. Good. Okay. It's a deal. Alright, it's a deal, son. Well, I've had a shower. I've got dressed. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock now. And it's time for me to go pick Abby up. So I'm going to use the Land Rover. Hope she's okay with that. It is a bit mucky. But, I made a deal with Dad, and the Golf isn't mine anymore. He's using that to trade in. Yeah, I think this will be a much more useful vehicle. And I'm used to driving it. Always used to drive it when I was learning to drive. So that's great. Anyway, it's been a busy day. And we've got plenty more busy days to come. So, thank you for watching. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.